Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. I wanted to talk today about how when abusers do not have access to you, they are going to escalate. This is what they do. They escalate. And so when we do finally decide to escape, what we know about coercive control is that it intensifies post-separation. It gets worse. Of course, we always want victims and survivors to escape. We always do, but we also don't, we reserve judgment for that because it's so challenging to do, knowing full well that the court system, there's going to be perhaps vexatious litigation, there's going to be financial decimation that occurs, and there's certainly going to be the weaponization of children. So I want to take a moment just to reiterate how important it is that you know this is what's going to happen. Knowledge is power. Knowing that this is going to be what occurs. Abusers spend a great deal of energy on attempting to obtain power over us. It's that first part of the relationship. It's the love bombing, you're my soulmate, you're everything to me, the future faking. We're going to do this in the future. We're going to do that in the future. All of that pulls us in. And what they are really doing is they're seeking out our vulnerabilities so that they can capitalize on them later on. They can use them against us. And this is the persona of a characterologically disordered individual. This is what they do. Okay? After that, of course, there's going to be some good stuff, but the good stuff becomes less and less and less. And the boundary pushing becomes greater and greater and greater, so that eventually we've lost our agency and our autonomy. So this is about maintaining power. They gaslight, they manipulate, they intimidate, they isolate. They do all of these things to ensure that they can maintain the power after they've lured us in with these other really nice, fuzzy, warm things that really get our oxytocin like really generated in our body and our brains. That's a neurological response that occurs. We feel good. So they'll give us those little tiny intermittent reinforcement things, those little breadcrumbs. But overall, those are happening less. And this manipulation, intimidation, gaslighting, and isolation are going to happen more. That's the boundary pushing and the stripping away of our agency. Here's the problem. We try to escape, and abusers attempt to regain control that starts to slip through their grasp. They realize we've got one foot out the door. They realize we don't really love them anymore. We're seeing them differently. We have a different idea of who they are as a person. And they realize that this intermittent reinforcement isn't working anymore. We're like not even interested. We're not interested in going on a date anymore. We're not interested in their compliment. It doesn't even matter to us anymore because we can see them clearly. And because of that, they then will use other forms to regain control, right? So this is when we've decided to escape. They're going to take away the finances, cut off us in certain ways. They're going to start weaponizing the children. They already were. They were doing it from the very beginning, but now it's going to intensify. Everything intensifies. Everything becomes worse. And sometimes this is the time when we have so much clarity because we can truly see who this person is. We realize they have malicious intent. They are not good human beings. Their intent is to hurt us. And so, why am I telling you all this? Because I want you to know that this is what's going to happen. You have to predict that this is going to happen so that you can better prepare yourself, fortify yourself, get your protective parts around you, be ready. Because when this goes down, it's going to be extremely painful and you're going to be ready for it. And so you can better protect yourself and, of course, protect your children. It's also challenging. You guys know that I'm trying to train therapists on this. I have a clinician, attorney, and coach training specifically to ensure that people working in the field understand this. People can go on from the clinician training to becoming expert witnesses because we need more coercive control expert witnesses. And I also have a protective parenting program that is truly just about creating all of those necessary components that protective parents need to have in place to prevent the isolation of our children, the intimidation of our children, and the indoctrination. So I'm here for you, sending out love and light. Bye.